What's going on, you guys? So I'm doing this video before the weigh-ins because I just feel that it don't matter what these guys come in at because they're heavyweights. So we could all assume that Deontay Wilder is going to come in at around 230 pounds. And Tyson Fury is probably going to come in around what he said he's going to come in at around 270. And yeah, you know, it's going down. The promotion for this fight has been very, very good. I think ESPN and Fox are doing a phenomenal job in setting the stage for this fight. I also feel that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury are setting a standard for boxing in today's era. The best can fight the best. Two guys from two different sides of the street can make something happen. Two guys on two different networks can make something happen. So, I mean, they're setting a standard for boxing, and hopefully these guys follow suit. I don't think that's gonna be the case for everybody, but wishful thinking, right? But yeah, promotion for this fight been excellent. You know, Wilder, I feel, if we want to go there, I think he got the better of Fury in this last press conference. Fury seemed just irritated. Wilder was just really getting under his skin. And Wilder seems super confident, man. He seems so confident that you almost can rest assured that he's going to pull off the victory tomorrow night, you know. And Tyson Fury, he came in there with the shades on, and, you know, he looked pretty big even with all them baggy clothes when he looked big as shit. He looked like Eggman, okay? He looked like Dr. Robotnik up and down on stage with Deontay Wilder. He like Dr. fucking Robotnik in the new Sonic movie. They should just have Tyson Fury up in there. That's how he looked. He like Eggman. And, you know, he had shades on and hats and a hoodie. It makes you really think, like, what is this guy really hiding? Is that cut really fucked up? You know, he had a cut on his lip, so obviously he's been getting his head beat in and sparring. Tyson Fury's a mess. And it leads you to believe that the rumors that you heard from Eddie Hearn might be true. You know, Eddie Hearn bogus as hell from putting that out in the universe, but it might be true. But nonetheless, that doesn't mean that the fight is going to play out Deontay Wilder's favor because of these rumors or because Fury, you just never know in heavyweight boxing. You just never know in boxing, period, let alone heavyweight boxing. But I'm really excited for this fight. I wasn't necessarily too excited, but it's like always at the week of the fight, that's when you really get excited. And I'm super excited for this fight. I'm happy that they promote it well, and I hope it does well. One thing I noticed about Fury, because I watched the fight again the other day. I actually watched it again, and I didn't want to watch it again in the past because Wilder just looked like shit the first time. And it was just really nothing going on to me. But I watched it again. And I'm going to have to be honest with you guys, man. I had Wilder winning pretty much the first 4 rounds. You can give Fury 2 of them if you want to be generous, but I had him winning the first 4 rounds. I literally sat there and watched it, and I watched the effective punching, and, you know, Wilder had the more effective punches landed. Fury, he was slapping, he was touching them. I mean, that counts, you know, when you touch him. You know, and that's what Fury was doing. He was touching them. You know, he wasn't necessarily putting anything really behind anything. He did a lot of showboating, like I noticed before, a lot of showboating, a lot of wrestling and dazzling. And I was watching Wilder, though, you know, because initially, you know, Wilder, I felt he fought like a man with a blindfold on. But it wasn't as bad watching it again as it was watching it the first time, listening to these commentators and their fucking bullshit, you know what I'm saying? It really, really sways what you're seeing. It really messes up your perception. So I watched it again. It was different commentators this time. It was much less biased. And I feel Wilder won that fight, honestly. I feel Wilder won that fight, honestly. I'm not even going to bullshit you. You know, initially, when I first watched it the first time, in the back of my head, I'm like, damn, Fury might got this. You know what I'm saying? But then after I watched it the other day, you know, imagine my last Wilder video, I did that video before I even watched the fight again. So now that I watched the fight again, it's like, damn, Wilder really just I don't see Fury really replicating that again. You know, I don't see him being able to, and this is why I feel that he's coming out heavier and just going for the gusto because he can't do that again. There's no way he's going to be able to do that again. One thing I noticed about Fury, and I wonder if Wilder's team noticed this, but when he does all his wrestling and dazzling and all his head movement and ducking and shucking and jiving and all that, when he's doing all that, he doesn't make you pay, okay? So he can make you miss, but that's it. He has to reset and then go to his offense. He can't do like Floyd where he can make you miss and make you pay. You know, he's not a pure counter puncher. You know, he's just a guy that can make you miss, and, you know, then he has to kind of reset to really get his offense going. So basically, he can't transition from defense to offense well. And I wonder if Wilder's team noticed that. And that's why I feel that Fury's going to come out, if he really going to hold word to that, come out like a raging bull. versus like the Matador. And him coming in at 70 pounds, and Timothy Bradley said this. And I'm speaking of Timothy Bradley, I'm gonna talk about him real quick. A lot of guys was on Timothy Bradley head because he was with ESPN. You know, the people that he's been with, Top Rank. He's a commentator for them, and people have been on Timothy Bradley's bumper because of some of the things he said, and it may kind of rub a lot of the brothers the wrong way. Well, you gotta look at it like this, y'all. Whenever you start a new job, when you work somewhere new, you don't know what you can and can't get away with yet. So you just kind of just play the role. That's what Timothy Bradley was doing. Because if you listen to his latest interview, his in-depth interview about the Wilder Fury fight, it just came out. I have it in the description. He's just talking about the rematch and who he got winning, things of that nature. He actually watched the fight this time. Because the first time he didn't even watch the fight. He was just being a company man asshole, and it pissed everybody off, and they put the coon coat on him. You know what I'm saying? But now Timothy Bradley is comfortable at his job. He knows that he can and can't get away with, and he's speaking freely now. And he said he got Wilder winning the rematch. He said things like, the first fight, he felt that like he was pretty much on Wilder's shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute, where is this at before, Timothy? Oh, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So Timothy Bradley's all in for Wilder now, all of a sudden. You know, mind you, he's with ESPN Top Rank, but he's going for Wilder. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys didn't want to come out with a video pretty much apologizing to Timothy Bradley. And if you listen to his commentary lately, it ain't like it was when he first started. You know what I'm saying? He's being a lot more just outspoken. He's speaking. You can tell he's speaking his mind more, and yet they ain't letting him do it. So he know he can and can't get away with now. That's just how it is in all walks of life. A lot of boxing fans tend to leave real life logic at the door. They forget all about real life logic and shit. You know what I'm saying? Real life shit. You know what I'm saying? That's real life shit. Any job you first start doing something new or you working a new job, you're not going to go out there and just, do things that you would do if you've been working there for about 3 or 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Another thing Timothy Bradley said that I found pretty interesting was when he said that he'll rather have Wilder's power than skill. Give me the power. He said, give me the power any day of the week. I'll figure out a way. You know what I'm saying? So Timothy Bradley is all in for Deontay Wilder. A lot of guys were still mad how he called out guys on, quote unquote, the other side of the street. And really all he was trying to do was do what's best for boxing. And dudes just mad about that. That's mind-blowing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a real boxing fan, you got to feel what Timothy Bradley was saying. You know what I'm saying? Despite if you a pro PBC guy or if you a pro Top Rank guy, pro zone guy, you got to feel him. The best should be fighting the best. There's no such thing as size of the street. What was really wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just in the minority here. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button if you agree with me. The best should be fighting the best. But yeah, Timothy Bradley all in for Wilder. He got Wilder winning the fight. That's very surprising, really, considering how he was talking before. But if you know how things go, that's just how it is. And yeah, he said one thing that it really, really stuck out, though. He said that Tyson Fury, he's pretty much, he coming in overweight for what? You know what I'm saying? If you can't knock a guy out at 240, 250, then what's 270 going to do? That's going to do nothing but slow you down. You know what I'm saying? He had a real good point there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's adding 20 pounds really going to do for Tyson Fury? And if you go up in there and you stand right in front of Wilder, that's what he does. That's when he's going to do what he does best, and that's lay your ass out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm really excited for this fight. It's just everybody's excited. The whole boxing world is excited. This is pretty big, man. This is pretty big. And it's a shame that you got guys like Floyd and Tyson and, a lot of these veteran, these old school legends. They ain't really out here promoting this fight and really just help selling this fight for these guys for boxing. These dudes just haters and shit, man. Floyd Mayweather should be all over this fight. Mike Tyson should be all over this fight. But they not, you know what I'm saying? And it's a damn shame. But yeah, man, tell me what you guys think, man. The fight's going down. It don't really matter what these guys weigh. We could assume Wilder's going to come in around 230, and we can also assume that Tyson Fury is going to come in around 270, like he said. He looked like a fucking, like I said, Dr. Robotnik sitting in that motherfucking chair. Tell me what you guys think, man. Who you got winning tomorrow night? Wilder versus Fury 2, the big one. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.